Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. So in today's video we're going to take a look at the breaking news that the SEC are looking to sue Coinbase. It looks like the SEC are not damaging their reputation enough when it comes to taking some of these companies to court. They've made an absolute mockery of themselves in the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗧𝗕 case, and it looks like they're about to do it again. So we'll delve into the article that Coinbase have released. Really interesting take on all of that stuff. With all that said, if you like this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all the notifications so you never miss a video. It's much appreciated on our route to 100,000 subscribers. You guys are, remarkable, and we appreciate every single one of you. Right, with that said, let's get down to the desktop. Let's have a look at what on earth is going on here, with the FCC. Nothing is beyond them, it would seem. And we'll wrap up at the end with my thoughts and opinions. So let's head on down to the desktop. So here we are, Coinbase. SEC has told us they want to sue us over lend. We don't know why. And I can kind of, from the experience of watching the case with the SEC and Ripple, it's very clear that a lot of these companies that the SEC go after have no idea. It's like they've all been trying to engage and get an understanding of what is acceptable and what is sort of going beyond the regulations, and the SEC just don't seem to be able to answer any of these questions. And then these companies go and do what they think is okay, and then the SEC comes and slaps them with a lawsuit. So last Wednesday, after months of effort by Coinbase to engage productively, the SEC gave us what's called a Wells notice about our planned Coinbase lend program. A Wells notice is the official way a regulator tells a company it intends to sue the company in court. As surprised as we were at the SEC's threat to sue without telling us a reason why, we wanted to be transparent with you all about the course of events leading up to it. So I think this is like really good and perfect PR from Coinbase's perspective, particularly with everything that's going on with Ripple. Everybody's kind of got a very good understanding of how the SEC operate these days. It's almost like you go and approach them, you ask them for support and guidance, and they basically tell you there isn't any, and then you're slapped with a lawsuit. Okay, so the background. Coinbase has been proactively engaging with the SEC about lend for nearly 6 months. We've been eager to hear their perspective as we explore innovative ways for our customers to gain more financial empowerment on Coinbase, specifically for lend. We've sought to enable customers to earn interest on select assets, on selected assets on Coinbase, starting with 4% APY on USD coin USDC. We could have simply launched the product, but we chose not to. This is far from the norm in our industry. Other crypto companies have had lending products in the market for years, and new lending products continue to launch as recently as last month. But Coinbase believes in the value of open and constructive dialogue with our regulators. So we took lend to the SEC first. So, Coinbase demonstrating that they're doing everything the right way, yet they're being, sort of penalized here. I guess, for me, and maybe it's me just being a bit, I don't know, hot-headed, but for me, it kind of feels like they're just looking for a cash cow to milk, right? So there we go. Okay, so what they've provided the SEC, Coinbase lend program doesn't qualify as a security, or to use more legal specific terms, it is not an investment contract or a note. Customers won't be investing in the program, rather than lending the USDC they hold on Coinbase's platform in connection with their existing relationship. And although Lend customers will earn interest from the participation in the program, we have an obligation to pay this interest regardless of Coinbase's broader business activities. What's more, participating customers' principal is secure, and we are obligated to repay their USDC on request. So, it doesn't really seem like an unreasonable product to be offering, in my view. We shared this view and the details of Lend with the SEC. After our initial meeting, we answered all the SEC questions in writing and again in person, but we didn't get much of a response. The SEC told us they consider Lend to involve a security, but wouldn't say why or how they'd reach this conclusion. Rather than get discouraged, we chose to continue taking things slowly. In June, we announced our Lend program publicly and opened a whitelist, but did not set a public date launch. But once again, we got no explanation from the SEC. Instead, they opened a formal investigation. They asked for documents and written responses, and we willingly provided them. They also asked us to provide a corporate witness to give sworn testimony about the program. As a result, one of our employees spent a full day in August providing complete and transparent testimony about Lend. They also asked for the name and contact information for every single person on our Lend waiting list. We have not agreed to provide that because we take a very cautious approach to requests for customers' personal information. We also don't believe it is irrelevant to any particular question the SEC might have about Lend involving a security, especially when the SEC won't share any of those questions with us. So, I think it is a little bit unreasonable of the SEC to request this information, especially if it doesn't actually sort of have any bearing on whether a security is used or not. It's a bit odd. The state of play and next steps. Despite Coinbase keeping Lend off the market and providing detailed information, the SEC still won't explain why they see a problem. Rather, they have now told us that if we launch Lend, they will sue. Yet again, we asked the SEC if the FCC would share the reasoning with us, and yet again they refuse. I'm tired of reading any more of this. It is clear to me that Coinbase are doing everything that a responsible company should do, engaging with the regulator, looking to get clarity. And I think it's unreasonable for the FCC to basically sit there on the sideline telling people they're going to sue them if they launch a product, but not telling them, why it's beyond, reasonable for them to do so. So, it's not a great look for the SEC. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on all of this. It's not really the way that I would expect a regulator to behave. I would expect clarity up front so we can, move our business and innovate and improve the lives of many. But that's just my take on it. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I'm really interested in reading all of those. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the content, mash up the like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all the notifications so you never miss a video. With all that said, take care and I'll catch you in the next one.